Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Added Time. It's Connor, it's Callum. We're back here discussing Game Week 12. And now we don't have an international break for another 11 game weeks. Thank Christ for that. Cal, it's been a quiet one, hasn't it?
It's been crap, man. It's rubbish. Next year, they're going to, I think we spoke about this before, I'm sure next year they're doing it all in one go.
Yeah.
Like
I think
a
it's
few
like
weeks at once.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks in it. I mean, it's going to be absolute torture in terms of content, but we're just going to have to turn around to the internationals. And to be fair, it's not been a bad international break, has it, when you look at Scotland?
When
you look
Scotland
at Ireland.
all home nations have done well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They've done
It's
very
crap
well.
for like domestic side, obviously. Like all Premier League sides, in Championship, even League One. Something like we've got 3 games in hand on teams. There's no momentum. You can't get going, can you? If you just start all the time. Feels like season's going to start this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. It does. Like, I think this has been reflected, and I've spoke to you about it as well in views, in a sense, because everybody's just got that apathy. It's a bit like, oh, yeah, it is what it is. We've not really got going with the season.
Yeah.
I was speaking to my old man about it the other day. He went, I'm just not really that interested. And I went, yes, because we've not. How can you have 3 2-week international breaks inside 11 game weeks?
It's crap, isn't it? It's so crap.
Absolutely mental. But
it's time now.
Yeah, it's time.
Get locked in.
And we're kicking off at Turf Moor on Saturday. Thank God we got a 12:30 kickoff. It feels like we've missed a couple 12:30 kickoffs. I think it was last week where there was just none. It's like, what's going on here? Burnley at the Turf, taking on Chelsea. It feels like attack versus defence, possession-laden Chelsea up against low block Scotty Parker's relegation battlers. How do you see this one going?
This is just Maresca's. This is just easy, though. I think for him, I think with Leicester, not specifically Chelsea, but what are we doing with Leicester? Every team sat back against him every week in Championship, and he just pick them to bits easy. I do think it'll be. I think this is a comfy Chelsea win. I do like Burnley, and that Florentino Luis is a baller, in it. That midfielder they picked up.
Ugachukwu as well, good player.
They've got some players, they're going about it quite well because they didn't spend boatloads in summer. But I just don't. I don't see it really. I think Chelsea win this.
Well, we missed out as well on because I think when we're talking about Sunderland and let's say we're talking about Leeds with the newly promoted sides, we're talking about them focusing on physicality a lot. But you look at Burnley missing out on losing Josh Brownhill. Obviously, they lost Egan Riley at the back as well, Trafford, and that spine really. But you kind of look at what they've been able to do in that midfield. Like you said, Florentino Luis and Ugachukwu, and then just in between them is Cullen. They've done a right job in being able to recruit in terms of losing some key presences in there.
Oh, yeah, defo. But these are lads that would look at and think they're not good enough anyway. You know what I mean? If they'd have signed Brownhill on an $100,000 a week contract, we'd have looked at him and thought, well, that's just a right waste of money because he's just not good enough.
Where is he now? Did he go Saudi?
I think so. I can't remember. Is he even got a club?
I don't know. Let us know in the chat. I thought he went to Saudi on about 120 bags a week because there was apparently there was interest from Leeds, but he turned around and he said he wants 110 grand a week. Leeds were like, nah, mate, you're all right.
But he'll have been on a great bag at Burnley and all, especially when they went up.
And I think he's 29 as well, isn't he? But yeah, Chelsea. How do you think with Chelsea this season? It's been a mixed bag, hasn't it? But obviously the win against Spurs, which is 3-point lane effectively for that lot, but it was a big win for. It felt like, anyway, a big win for Chelsea. But they're third in the league. They're going a little bit under the radar, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Well, they're good going forward. They're not actually that bad defensively when you look at it. They're conceding a goal a game, which, I guess it's not best, is it really? That's what's separating them from top 2 at minute. I quite like them, to be honest. I think they are third best side. I know it's easy to say when they're sat there. But apart from Arsenal and City at minute, I do think these are better than Liverpool and will probably finish third. But
yeah. Second in the form table as well. Just had a quick look there. 12 points in 15, won 4 out of 5. I think people are sleeping on them a little bit. Do you want to go first this week?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll go Burnley 0, Chelsea 2 then.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Thank you very much.
It's definitely. Do you know what the most popular score in predictions is?
It's got to be 2-1.
2-1, yeah. So for that reason.
That's boring, though. I try to stay away from him.
I don't think Burnley will score. So for that reason, I'm going to go Burnley 2. Now, I'm going to go Burnley 0, Chelsea 1, narrow.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that as well.
Yeah. So, no, but I think you. We'll flash up the scores as well at the end, everybody, which is it's been an interesting game week last week. We'll flash up the updated table. But we'll move on. Bournemouth versus, come on, you Irons. Probably Nuno's strongest test so far. Bournemouth just feels like an absolute nightmare of a team to not only play but go to as an away ground. I think the only time someone's picked up a win against them this season was Brentford in the cup. I think
at Bournemouth.
Yeah, at Bournemouth. I think the only, I mean, I could be wrong there, but from memory anyway, I'm not even looking at the fixtures, but I don't think anybody's gone to Bournemouth and beat them yet, but I could be wrong on that.
No, I don't remember anybody doing it, to be honest.
Maybe Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal played them yet. Bournemouth looking extremely strong. However, got absolutely battered by Villa last week, which is good for me and my mental health. But then, you know, West Ham United turned it around a little bit. 2 wins on the bounce at home. And we've said, haven't we, plenty of times that West Ham away from home are going to find it a lot easier than West Ham at home. But Nuno's managed to turn that around a little bit with 2 home wins in 2.
Yeah, true. It depends like what your fans are saying though, doesn't it? Like, just an easy example is Leeds at home are very good and crap away.
Yeah.
West Ham, if West Ham fans don't want to be at home, then it's not going to help them, is it? You've got a big empty ball. There's no atmosphere there. It points to wanting to do well away. And if you're underdog, I feel like that's something that Nuno's really good at as well anyway. I think he managed to do that all the way through the season with Forest. Even when they were playing well, everybody sort of looked at him and thought, we'll still beat these.
Well, it's how it started, wasn't it? When he came to West Ham, and you're looking at that game against Everton. You go away to Everton at the time; they're doing very well, and they play him at the Hill Dicky. The Hill Dicky, mate. They play him there, and they get a point, and they play really well. And you think, right, it's the start of Nuno here. We all know what's going to happen, but then they obviously get, you know, absolutely outplayed by a pretty average Brentford side on the day, and then they get beaten by Leeds, and you think to yourself, what is going on? But I think the major thing with West Ham, and we keep going on about this, but it is the key change. We mentioned it previously. It's that midfield, isn't it? Bringing Freddie Potts in, who looks like a breath of fresh air, and bringing in Matías Fernandes in that midfield to maybe just sort of, you know, sit alongside the likes of Lucas Paqueta.
I don't, you know what though, going to the Bournemouth side of things, I've nearly knocked my chuffing lamp over again. Going to Bournemouth side of things, if West Ham just go and defend, which they're probably going to do it, they're just going to concede ball out and they're not trying to play on front footer out. Bournemouth's strength is definitely like pace and counter attack and spacing behind. If West Ham don't give them anything, they might get something here. I don't think it's just like, oh yeah, easy Bournemouth win 3-0.
No, I think so as well. Yeah, I think West Ham again, in particular. I know Newcastle were poor. They were brilliant against Newcastle, absolutely brilliant. I thought they completely outplayed them. I had to watch the highlights of the Burnley game, but it looked like they were the stronger team again. Obviously, you'd expect that against Burnley, but with the form that West Ham have been in, maybe you'd feel that would be a little bit closer on the day. But I thought they deserved the win, and the stats back that up. But yeah, it looks like he's, you know, turned the boat around a little bit there. Bournemouth, interestingly, when you look at the form, because we've spoken about them a lot and, you know, how impressive they have been, they have lost the last 2, you know, and they've won one game in 4. So, you know, maybe that's to add to the pressure a little bit. Obviously, beating Forest 2-0, losing to City and losing to Villa away from home is, you know, it's kind of obvious, really, and especially City. So,
what do you think? I'm actually curious to see what you're going to go with. I've got a score in mind. Which you'll go first?
Yeah, I will go with. I still think it's going to be tricky for West Ham. I think the fact that Bournemouth have lost 2 on the bounce means that it's very unlikely that Bournemouth, I think, lose this game, especially with it being at home. The last 2 losses have been away from home. So I'm going to go with it's going to be tougher, but I'm going to go Bournemouth 2, West Ham 1.
I knew you were going to do that. I'd have put money on that. You saying that scoreline. I'll go 1 apiece. I'm going to disagree with you on this and give you a chance to claw one back. But I think West Ham could get something. Just without game could pan out there.
The thing is, though, you can definitely like interpret Bournemouth winning that game like 4-1 as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Semenyo turning up and just, that's it, innit? It feels like the difference between both teams that in each respect is Semenyo just turning up on the day.
Yeah, but I think same about Jay Bow.
Yeah, true.
Jared.
True. Yeah. Right, moving on anyway. Brighton, Brentford.
Oh, that's such a 3 o'clocker, isn't it? That thank God.
It's a smelly 3 o'clocker. The battle of the best recruitment in the Prem. Keith Andrews, Plucky Bees are doing very well at this moment in time. 16 points, climbing up the table.
Normally you just come in and say you're a big fan of Keith Andrews. Like you always put that one in. And I'm right as well.
You absolutely love him, don't you? Up against Hurslers Brighton, who at home have been very good this season. They've capped City up there, haven't they? They've beaten Newcastle as well. I think there's another big one as well. Might have been Chelsea or something, I can't remember. But yeah, going up against Brentford, yeah, I'll see this probably going one way.
Same. I'll tell you what as well. Brighton played 11 games. I would love to see. I wish I just had it in front of me, the fixture list that they've got from now to like end of year.
It's been a tough start for it, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's such an hard set of fixtures.
Yeah.
They're 11th. They're only what? They're 3 points off 4th right now. I think honestly, by turn of year, I reckon they're top 5. Right.
Yeah, and you got to take into account you're getting obsessed about them as well because they beat you for 6. But
no, I was saying this before we even got them. Before the season started, I had them 5th in my predictions. They're 18.
Could have been 6 against us, to be fair. But at home, drawing against, I can't believe Fulham got a point there. Drawing against Fulham, the beaten City. Drawn against Spurs, maybe that was it. Or they beat Chelsea away. There you go. Beat Newcastle.
Hard games, these.
Beat Leeds. Yeah. So they are hard games. I just said Leeds, and you went. They really
are. That one. That was a walking part, wasn't it? That Redoddle. But other than that,
yeah. Is it you first or me?
Yeah, it's me. I'll go Brighton 3, Brentford 1. Brentford are just a bit stinky away, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
Get all the points at home.
Not great away from home. I think it's like you say. I think that's a good score. I will go Brighton 2, Brentford 0. Yeah. Moving on to the next one in the fixture list. It's Fulham versus SUNLLLAN, and they are absolutely flying at this moment in time, aren't they? The Black Cats. They've lost 1 in 5. They've not lost in 4 games now. The results.
That point against Arsenal were crazy as well.
Yeah, which we, predicted an Arsenal win, which I think a lot of people did, to be fair. What an unbelievable result. And look, the Sunderland glaze continues, doesn't it, Cal?
They're just a great team, man. To be fair, I watched this in Donny after we played because they were A5, wasn't it? The Sunderland Arsenal. And they never looked out of place either. That's the craziest thing. It's not like they've won it and it will pluck it.
Yeah.
Like they proper get Arsenal a game there, and not many have done that. Fulham, they're going to give Marco Silva a new contract, aren't they?
Dangerously close, though.
Yeah, they are.
But dangerously close.
It's getting a little bit of Wolves vibe, isn't it? We're on cusp. Let's just chuck loads of brass at this gaffer.
Yeah.
But I feel like his contract will run. It might be right. His contract will run out at the end of this season.
He's not happy though, is he? I think he said recruitment wasn't what he wanted, and that's why he was thinking about walking.
But they still spent like £50 million on deadline day. On them wingers.
It was Kevin Chukwueze came in, didn't they?
Yeah,
both
they
of them.
Some brass at that. Like, not every, you can't just chuck £100 million every year.
I think
promoter sides have got to do it.
I think as well, Munyi's absence has been pretty big as well.
But also, like, what does he expect? Does it like Fulham or Fulham? Not everybody can just kick on and go and challenge for Europe. Like Brighton are one of freak examples of someone that's done it. You're looking at Sunderland now. Well, they've done since they've come up.
It is that the thing of the Premier League though, Cal, and it's like and I'm not saying they have, but you stand still in the Premier League. Yeah. But what I mean, but recruitment wise, you stand still, you see the other teams improving and improving and improving. I mean, as a Leeds fan, I remember it in the 3rd season, that's second or 3rd season, we brought in Firpo, Dan James and Christopher Klaas and a backup goalkeeper, and it was like that was it. And it's like you've just got too complacent.
Yeah, but you've got. I don't think it's that. It's your FFP. Obviously, once you come up and you chuck absolutely loads of money to your first year, you can't do that every year. Unless you're selling players at 100% profit. If your academy's nuts. Like someone like Leeds should be able to churn out these players like Archie Green that a bit more consistently. Like
I guess Fulham have as well with the likes of Josh King, haven't they? Him coming through.
Yeah, they've got him coming through. But you need to sell better, Fulham. I don't remember humongous sales that they've made in recent years, really, off the top of my head.
No.
And the wage bill's massive because they go and pick up like offcasts from Arsenal's and Liverpool's and that. Their wage bill will be huge, Fulham's.
Yeah, the 17th in the form table. They've won 1 game. In 5, can you guess what that game was, Cal?
I think I know it. We're a really good header in last minute.
It was no, that was a while ago. That one, great header that though, Shearer. No, it was Fulham 3, Wolves 0, which was a lot.
Wolves.
Your team, they're going to get better, you know.
I don't like them, so they can rock for all I care.
But they've lost to Everton, lost to Newcastle. Lost to Arsenal and lost to Bournemouth. I mean, to be fair, Cal, you look at those games, and really, for Fulham, aside from the Wolves game, which obviously there's some tough fixtures in there, isn't there? You know, Arsenal, Bournemouth.
Yeah, and the goal difference is good. To say they're losing games constantly, a -4 is not bad. A lot of the losses are by 1. Like there will be one that like Villa at start. They're losing ages, and then they went on win streak. That'll be Fulham soon. And to be fair, it might be here, but I'm curious to see what you say.
Potentially, yeah. Sunderland, on the other hand, I think, probably. I think I've touched on this a couple of times, but we can talk about the personnel. We can rave on about the individuals and stuff like that. I think I've said it to you before. I think what I love about Lebreeze, and last time they were in London, they beat Chelsea, didn't they? But last time, like what I like about him is you don't know what he's going to do. You have no idea what he's going to do. It's so unpredictable. And I think that's so difficult for an opposition manager in the Premier League because they've still got brilliant players at their disposal. Obviously, they recruited really well in the summer, but he's so unpredictable in terms of his style, his tactics that he's going to go in for this one. 1 week they'll try dominate possession. Next week they'll have 20% possession and still have 3 or 4 big chances and convert.
They're getting goals from everywhere and all. It's not like they've just got one man putting them all in.
Yeah, and I think they were saying, I don't know if you heard it, but their owner, who, by the way, I was told at the weekend by a Sunderland fan, is 28.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're about to say. They're going to chuck some money in Jan, aren't they?
They're going to chuck money in Jan. He said, now we're in the position that we're in. I think it was pre-Everton. Now we're in the position we're in. Our aim is to finish top 10. Yeah. I absolutely love that. And then you've got on the other side of things, Leeds in the background apparently saying stuff like, our 3-year aim is to finish 16th 3 times. It's like, you can't aim to finish 16th. You got to aim higher and then finish 16th. If you fall from
stars, mate, you'll finish 17th and still stay up. Get in.
So it's just mentality differences in it. Xhaka speaking about it as well, saying, look, we're against the Arsenal game. It was all about us getting something out of that game. We weren't just respecting the opposition. We were going to get after him. And I think it's aggressive. I think it's what we all wanted with the promoted teams on it. So I think it's me in it. Like you said, I think, would you say out of this one, just out of curiosity, do you think a point would be a good result for Sunderland?
100%.
Yeah, it's on the road in the Premier.
I tell you what, a point any week away from home, regardless of where they are now, and you can talk about like adjusting your expectations and that, any point away from home for a newly promoted side is good.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'd take it every week.
Yeah, I think maybe Fulham will get something here. I think they'll be dominant on the ball. I think Lebreeze will let Fulham have the ball and almost just utilise that counter attack. I'm going to go with Fulham 2, Sunderland 2.
I'm going to go Fulham 2, Sunderland 1. So Sunderland will probably win. Congrats, boys.
He's got that. That's 2 weeks on the bounce where Cal's got to lose.
Congrats, everybody. But yeah, I think Fulham will turn it around soon. They've got to.
Comment in the section below, Sunderland fans, how much you now hate Callum again.
I love it, mate, because they're never going to win now.
Move on to a historical game. Love this game in a strange sort of way. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Forest beating Leeds last week.
You love this game.
It's just like a historical game, innit? It's like
about 60 years ago, yeah.
Forest fans in the comment section below. But I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, to be fair. But Liverpool coming up against Nottingham Forest. Forest beating Leeds last week comfortably. Liverpool, I mean, to be fair, Cal, I think Hudson-Odoi is back for this one. I think Chris Wood's back for this one. When you got Dan Ndoye up top, you've got Igor Jesus up front. You got Morgan Gibbs-White, who appears to be in a little bit of form as well. Amari Hutchinson getting, a couple, I think he got an assist last week, and then he won the penalty. I can't quite remember, but the whole Elliot Anderson as well. Whole point is they've got a lot of attacking quality, haven't they? A Liverpool side, by the way, at the minute, who are 19th in the form table, could be a real opportunity for Forest there.
They're 8th, man. They've lost 4 out of the last 5 games. It's crazy.
I mean, I guess I think the last time maybe we thought this on the show, maybe we thought an away side would get something at Liverpool. It was Villa. And Villa went there, and Villa were just annoyingly bad. Like their approach to the game was ridiculous. Forest have got to be a little bit cute still with Liverpool. We know they've got a hell of a lot of talent on that pitch.
Yeah, I'm at a spot with Forest where we know what talent they've got, and you're naming some of the players there. And I think they'll definitely stay up. I would love them to go down. I'm not going to hide that. I would love it. But I think they'll 100% stay up now. With Dyche and then players coming back, it's just a given if he plays to the strengths, which he's going to do. But I also think it's an absolute given that Liverpool win here.
Really?
Personally, yeah. I don't like Forest at all, but I like some of the players that they've got. But come on, man, Liverpool. I guess I'm just maybe this is my own stupid fault, but I'm just looking at badge and team and thinking, well, they've got to win, but that's not the case, is it? Obviously.
Who's your hate list? So obviously number 1 is Leeds. Number 1.
No, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday 1, Leeds 2, and then who's Forest over Sheffield United?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know Barnsley and Forest have always had a back and forth thing. I get that. Right, okay. So is it you first? I've just got lost in that. Right, okay. So Liverpool Forest then, another 3 o'clocker.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, it can't be that historic then, or it'd be on telly. Do you know what I mean? What a stupid comment that one. I'm gonna go Liverpool 3, Forest 1.
2-0 Liverpool. Yeah, 2-0 Liverpool.
I do think Forest have scored though.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because Liverpool is shit anyway at back. Like,
just stinks of that. I think Liverpool are just going to struggle away from home all season, but yeah, it just stinks of a 2-0 win. And then Forest recoup and all that. It's Dyche as well, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Okay, Wolves Palace. Yeah, so Rob Edwards' first game, something to take into consideration.
Oh, that means no, mate. He's a shit manager.
Wolves. There's the quote on the title.
He's crap. I'm not
Get up there, boys. Right. Yeah, actually, I just noticed on the form table as well, by the way. But I know we've already done this result, but Brentford in 5th, Brighton in 6th. There we go. I didn't realise Brentford were that high.
Yeah, Thiago's second top goal scorer, I think.
Yeah, bloody hell. Right, okay. So we'll have a quick look at Wolves, I guess. Any significant? Well, I guess it's the whole talking point, isn't it? Over the international break, it's been Rob Edwards. I mean, what maybe people fail to look at is Borough weren't blowing teams away at the end of Rob Edwards' tenure. They'd been on this really good form, hadn't they? They'd been
they were crap towards the end.
A good little bounce. Then towards the end, it was they were kind of looking over the shoulder, weren't they? You were seeing Ipswich pick up big wins as well. And I know Ipswich are a little bit further down. Obviously, Millwall are in there and Stoke are in there, and they were closer. But you saw sort of that ebb and flow moving a little bit, didn't you? I don't think, and I get why Borough fans are upset. I completely understand that. I don't think Borough would have maintained that top 2 whatsoever.
Completely agree with.
I think that narrative is very much like, oh, he's left us. What was the points difference between 2nd and 3rd? It wasn't that great. And not only that, but the form, it didn't look like it was continuing. Performances were dropping a little bit. They beat Birmingham. Brilliant result there, obviously 2-1. But I don't think this is a significant loss for Borough. And is it a significant gain for Wolves, really?
Definitely not. I'll tell you what, it's a cheap option for Wolves.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I think they've gone for like maybe a heart of a head moment because he got like 100 games from a summer, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Something like that. I used to play for him. But he does not warrant a Premier League job at all. And I think the fact that they've gone for this just speaks that they're accepting what's coming. I really do think that because they've not gone for anything exciting. They've not gone for anything that's got a bit of potential behind it. I think this just absolutely screams nail on relegation.
But Cal, I don't know if they can, mate. When you've got 2 points in the Premier League, I don't know what's your pool. What are you're not going to be looking at? I mean, me and you said this before, but you're not. Yeah. But you're not going to be looking at Cesc Fabregas, who's having a brilliant season at Como. You're not going to.
They could have tried like a bit more like a pragmatic manager that's got something about him. They could have tried for McKenna. You know, someone that's obviously got something about him. No, Rob Edwards had him second. And I do think he gets, not the best, but I do think he does well with what he's given. And you can see that at Luton and Wolves. But also, he's a very, very slow, boring footballing manager. I don't think they create niche for the most part. And a Wolves team that scored 9 goals.
Still threw it at the back, innit? Still threw it at the back.
7 goals. It's got 7 goals. Like, yeah, he might tighten them up at back, but best you're hoping for is a 1-0 at max. It's just going to be, you're going to go down with whimper. You're not going to go down and have fun. You know what I mean? You're not going to go down and have like odd away win and score some goals. You're going to go down with a whimper, man.
Yeah, it does feel like that. I agree with you. I mean, I don't think this is going to make a significant difference, to be honest. I mean, you might get that psychological managerial boost, I guess.
You've always got a chance for a bounce, haven't you? But I just
always, you've always got that chance. But their record is just absolutely honking at the minute. They are in. I mean, listen to these results. I mean, this is as bad as it gets. I mean, lost to City on first day 4-0. Bournemouth lost 1-0. Lost to Everton 3-2. Newcastle 1-0. Leeds 3-1. Tottenham drew. Brighton drew. Lost Sunderland 2-0. Lost to Burnley 3-2. Lost to Fulham 3-0. Lost to Chelsea 3-0. It's as bad as it gets, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
that is shocking.
To be fair, picking up points against Tottenham and Brighton, that's...
They were unlucky at Tottenham, to be fair.
They were unlucky, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the one there. That was Polina last minute when he took his top off.
Yeah, for a 1-1 at home to Wolves.
Get up there, lad. Palace, quick word on Palace. Just machine at the minute, aren't they, under Glasner?
You said that, but they've only got 1 win in 5.
But I'm just saying in terms of like their elevation under Glasner. I mean,
they've kicked on a bit.
Yeah.
I do think I don't know when Europe starts up again for him, but I think that's going to hinder him a little bit because you expect him to in that Conference League, mate. If they don't win it, I'll be surprised. Like you expect him to go far and something like that, and I do think that'll hinder him a little bit for it. I think they'll just finish about 10th, 11th, like they always seem to do.
You are right though. Yeah, you are right. 15th in the form table. They've won 1 in 5.
Yeah, it's just slowed down a little bit. Defensively good, but not offering a great deal going forward. And it's your go first, to be fair, but I've got a score in my mind.
Okay, I'm going to go with Wolves. I think there will be some fight back, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 Palace.
I'm going to go 1-0 Palace.
Oh, lucky Rob.
Mate, Wolves going forward. They don't offer out anyway, and Rob Edwards is not an attacking-minded manager.
A lot of people hate Wolves now because of Rob Edwards, which I find quite funny.
I hate Rob Edwards. Like, why would anybody hate Rob Edwards? What's he doing?
Well, Borough fans do.
Well, apart from them, but how could anybody hate Rob Edwards?
Did he do the dirty as well on, was it Forest Green? Did he do the dirty on them? I can't remember.
I think he's done it on everybody. He always gives it like, oh, the big, I love you so much. Oh, bye. One of them ones.
Sneaky man. Sneaky boy.
Like slime ball.
Newcastle versus City. 5:30 kickoff. It's a good 5:30 kickoff, that, isn't it?
Game, yeah.
It's a proper good. I think the one last year, it was like, was it a 3-3?
No, I'll tell you what it were, because it won me a bet. Oscar Bob scored it last minute.
Did he?
Yeah, Oscar Bob scored it. It was a great finish. I think De Bruyne dinked it up at top for him, and he took it round keeper with a touch. It were insane. I think it was 3-2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely love Oscar Bob. What a player. Newcastle.
They're just shit away, aren't they? Only pick up all the points. So
yeah, they do. But it's Europe again. Is it Europe? They look unbelievable. Obviously, beating Benfica, Bilbao, not conceded a goal in either of those games. I think they lost to Barca, didn't they? I think it was Rashford. I don't know if Rashford got a double that night, but it was 2-1 Barca. But it feels like maybe, I don't know. A lot of them are a little bit screwing the face up at Eddie Howe at the minute. I think it's pursued with Dan Burn at left back when you got Lewis Hall on the bench.
Yeah.
The midfield not ticking whatsoever at this moment in time. Nick Pope, should he be coming out for Ramsdale? Probably at this moment in time. But it's got to a stage where I think a couple of Newcastle fans I've seen, Cal, are actually calling him out, and you don't see that a lot with Eddie Howe.
No, I don't know why, really. I feel like players themselves are struggling to get up for smaller teams. You know, because we're in Europe and stuff like that. Maybe this is just a fan talking like an idiot.
Well, only 2 points above the relegation zone, mate.
Yeah, I think they'll be up for something like this, and I think they'll look up for it against Arsenal and some other games when they play Sunderland.
Yeah.
But against your Brentfords and then teams, I just don't think they've not got that same bite that they've got in Europe and against bigger sides. They just don't look that interested, really. I don't think in them sort of games. But against the City side, bearing in mind City is second now, they're only 4 points off. I know everybody. We've swung quite a bit, haven't we? Well, Liverpool are going to piss it, and then Arsenal's going to piss it, and now City are just always there. But I think Newcastle, I think they'll get something here.
I do. Yeah, I think they'll get something. I think
that ground, I know that ground has got something about it.
Like you said, they all just dial up as well. You'll get Bruno. I think, to be fair, there's a level of which that's good, and I get that, and I know it feels like it's a very Brazilian/South American thing, but putting a tackle in all the time and kind of like going to the crowd, get in. It's like sometimes it's like it kind of loses
but against
that.
Brentford, you're like, just get on, man. Just get on with it.
It kind of loses its mystique, doesn't it? So, but Joe Linton does it on every tackle, so does Bruno. But it does feel it dials up at St James's Park 100%. You can tell they all love playing there. And to be fair, aside from one, it's probably the game of the weekend, isn't it? But is it you or me?
It's me, this one.
Go on.
I think there'll be goals, but I also think Newcastle will get some Oliver Desmond with 2 apiece.
Yeah, that's a good one. I will go. There's got to be a big week for McGilligan here. Big week. I'll go Newcastle 1, City 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go City on form, and that could be a turner. That could be an
It
Alex.
really could. I don't think they'll win by 2 goals, even if they do win.
Well, we will see, Mr. Fowler.
You could get a point on me there.
We will see. Sunday the 23rd, then we move on. Marching on to nowhere. Leeds United up against Aston Villa. This is potential sacking for Mr. Farker if it doesn't go the right way. I think a lot of Leeds fans, including myself, thought it might be done the international break.
Is that because of that interview?
That was one of the interviews he's done this week. He's given a couple. And by the way, is the writing on the wall when it comes to doing interviews like that. It does make you think, doesn't it? But yeah, Leeds up against Villa. Villa beating Bournemouth 4-0 last time out. Turned it around a little bit, haven't they? 6 in the division.
Just 6, yeah.
And balancing Europe still as well. So yeah, Villa doing very well at this moment in time. Leeds on the slide. Over to you.
Yeah, but you're really good at home. That's what it comes down to. If this were away at Villa Park, it's just easiest 3 points, fries in the bag moment ever in it. But at Leeds, I think you're really, really good at making teams bad. Really good at it.
Yeah. Look, he just needs to, I don't want to focus on Villa here as well, but play to your strengths. Yeah. Play to your recruitment. What have you gone and done? You've gone and brought in, we were praising him at the start of the season. Physicality, athleticism, play to your strengths. Don't be playing out from the back and getting caught. Don't do it. Just it's really simple. And I know football. Look, football is a simple game. I think people do make it complicated. Start the best players. Play to your strengths. Let's just do the basics. Yeah, Villa looking really good at the minute. Emi Buendia is looking excellent. Obviously, Morgan Rogers in around it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Feels like almost the perfect game for Ollie Watkins as well. Crossing my fingers and hoping that doesn't happen. But Conser's missing for this one as well, which is probably big. Matty Cash had a brilliant start to the season as well.
I feel it could be a very even game.
Yeah, I agree. Us and Villa, I can't remember if they beat us when we went down at Ellen Road. They might have done. I'm sure Villa fans will let me know in the chat. But yeah, we've had a few humdingers over the years, Leeds and Villa. So I mean, that means nothing.
You had that one in Championship when you scored that goal that shouldn't have gone in. You know what I mean? Be able to let him go down over end.
If it was any other manager, that just wouldn't have happened. But
well, it was your own fault for playing like dogs. You should have just like put ball out of play.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I saw Rui ragging your boy about after.
Oh, yeah. I hated her. I was at the game and I was just like, I was getting the fuck out. She's giving it to Click. There was all of them around him. I thought, get off him. Leeds Villa then.
It's you. I've got some here.
There's head and heart here. What do I go with? I know you always want me to go with my heart, but that's not
because why wouldn't you? That's what I do, and I'm above you. So
you're gonna hate this score because I reckon it's what you've gone with. Leeds 1, Villa 1.
Oh, I'm going for the same thing, but I'm going 2-2 again.
Oh, okay.
Back to back Desmonds. I'm glad you've gone with that.
Yeah, 1-1. Go on, we'll keep it flowing. Then the game of the weekend. Oh, say no.
This is light work, man.
But I just love this game. I love this game.
Yeah, it's good and it's got some fire in belly on it.
Yeah,
Gabriel's injured and all.
Is it? Ooh.
Yeah, he got injured on internationals. I think he's out for a few weeks.
And there's another one, isn't there? There's Gabriel, and I'm sure there's another. Calafiori. Calafiore's the other
Both
one.
out.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. So Calafiori and Gabriel are out for this one. Obviously, two of the back four. Timber's injured as well. I'm sure he is. Sure, Timber's injured.
Oh, so that FPL ain't gonna be out on that one. It better not be.
Yeah, that would mean that Ben White would come in, Mosquera would come in.
Mosquera's come in and done a job though in odd game. Like Saliba's gone off a few times.
Yeah, and then I don't know who come in at left back because I mean Tierney's gone, hasn't he? So I don't know who they go for at left back if. Yeah, so gonna have to be a little bit of a shuffle. Spurs away. Yeah, Spurs away from home are much better than Spurs at home. I think we've established that by now. Yeah, well, that's interesting actually when you look at the defense because that's Arsenal, isn't it? How good they are set pieces wise. You take Gabriel out of those set pieces, Calafiori as well, who stands at about 6'3" as well. Timber is very effective on set piece as well for a shorter lad. Yeah, maybe evens it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think this is one of them instances where it benefits Tottenham having someone like Frank rather than it does someone who's going to play to like a top team standard of football. Do you know what I mean? And a top team style that they should have all shots.
You give them more of a chance with Frank than you do Ange, don't you?
Yeah, but you do that in every game because Andrew's a donkey. But like something like this, going away to Arsenal, Tottenham is going to sit back all game. Yeah. I fully expect them to go and play like Burnley, to just sit back, absorb pressure, and try and spring a counter. But there's nothing you can do, I don't think, against an Arsenal side. I know Sunderland obviously did it really well.
Yeah.
But against an Arsenal team, if you sit back, they're just going to ping. They're going to ping shots off your defenders for corners, and then you're finished. Because as soon as they get corners whipped in, you're done.
It's also the difference with Sunderland is it is at the Emirates, and their record is unbelievable at the Emirates as well. So it's one thing going away from home, but going down there is, and also I can't profess to know, but I can't imagine Spurs have got a good record at the Emirates at all.
No, sure. I don't. Oh my god, I've hit it again. I don't think. I can't remember many times I've seen them win there. Win back years. I can't remember. There's none that stick out really.
No, I don't think they've won there. I'm sure. Have they won there?
There will have been one that we forgot.
It might have been a
like,
2-1.
Been for a while.
Yeah, it might have been a 2-1. Can't remember. But you first.
Arsenal 2, Tottenham 0.
I'll give them a goal. Arsenal.
I think we're going to big it up, to be this very incredible game, loads of atmosphere, loads of tackles flying in, and I just think it'll be a bit of a breeze.
Yeah, Arsenal 3, Spurs 1. Last game of the weekend anyway. Well, extended weekend. Moise. Yeah, the Moise derby. Man United versus Everton. Everton with sort of iffy at the minute, aren't they? A bit meh.
They won before international break.
They
I can't
did.
remember who it's against though.
Fulham away. Yeah, sorry, at home. Then Man United have probably had Man United's one of their better spells in recent years, really, where they've actually looked like they're clicking a little bit. And Buemo's been a really good signing. Maybe Cunha will get a little bit more form.
Yeah, and Buemo looks good. He's really proved himself. I think Cunha's a little bit off it still, but Buemo's proper.
Semen's in net as well. Looks very assured.
Yeah. They've needed somebody like
that. I see a Man United winner. But don't know about you.
I feel like I agree with you. I want to say I think Everton will get something though.
It's a game of which you do look at with Man United and you think these are the games of which they slip up in every single time. But then, I kind of look at that Brighton game where they beat Liverpool, then came home and they battered Brighton, didn't they? And they played very well. And you think to yourself, if they just iron that out a little bit, I'm not sure.
I want to give Everton so much because of your Grealish and Dewsbury and Jai, the players that are doing really well. But I just can't. I do think Man United will win.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just inconsistent at the minute, aren't they? And that it just resonates with Everton's form. I mean, they lost at home 3-0 to Spurs, then went on the road and drew with Sunderland in a bit of a 50-50, but I thought they were hanging on at the end. Then they beat Fulham, didn't they? 2-0 at home. So they're a bit iffy at the minute. They beat Palace, though, at home. It feels like the home form, once again, is the Hill Dicky, is quite reminiscent of what it was at Goodison, to be fair. So, which is good from their perspective. But yeah, is it you or me? To end off the weekend, I'll go Man United 2, Everton 0.
Okay, good. I'll go Man United 2, Everton 1. I do think they'll get somewhere just because you've got an Njai that can just do this and score.
Yeah, right, guys. What we'll do is we'll stick the table up right now. You'll be able to see it on screen. So I've clawed it back a little bit, but as you can see, it was the most hideous game week of all time in terms of actually getting correct score. And ironically, the one that I got right was the one that hurt me the most. Forest 3, Leeds 1. And as I say, probably the result of the weekend was Sunderland 1. Or maybe even Brentford. I'm pretty sure Brentford scored last minute and I'd have got that one right. But just need a couple of...
If buts and maybes, mate, you're waffling.
That's it. I just need a couple
losing for a reason, kiddo.
Just a couple of wins, and then Callum has a dodgy week like he had last week. I mean, no correct scores for you is abysmal, but we move.
And yet here I am, comfortably in front of you.
Not sure about comfortably, but
I am
title
only 3
charge.
points for correct score. I'm miles in front.
Yeah, guys, we're just talking as well beforehand. I will have to go to Barnsley and go out for some food with this lad.
The loser has to pay for the meal as well.
It's absolutely shocking. It's terrible.
Mate, there's some nice places right time.
Is there? Oh, yeah, you've got that new complex, haven't you?
No, I'll show you a whole new world, buddy.
I'm sure you will.
We'll get you channels.
But let us know your thoughts, everybody, in the comment section below. Check out Cal's channel, which will be in the link in the description, and it'll be in the title as always. Make sure you do that. Leave your score predictions in the comment section below as well. The show's been doing really well recently, so appreciate that. Make sure you're slapping a like on the video as well. We'll see you in a bit. Cheers.